We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbreak for Monday, October 2nd. I'm Derek Russell. First on today's show, we'll take a look at the Weather Underground forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 79 and a low of 66 and a 20% chance of rain. Your 3D outlook ahead: Tuesday, high of 85 and a low of 60 with a 10% chance of rain. Wednesday should be sunny, high of 85 with a low of 59. And Thursday sunny as well, high of 87 and a low of 61 with a 10% chance of rain. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today on any given day in the Tupelo Public School District. Members of the district's communications team can be found taking photos and videos of student activities. You've probably seen their work on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and on billboards and advertisements around town. It is all part of an effort by the school district to market itself to families, build support, and help parents feel connected. District leaders are asking questions like whether parents are choosing to send their students to Tupelo schools and whether they feel connected. TPSD Assistant Superintendent Kim Britton said the district's presence on social media allows it to be more transparent and to dispel preconceived notions about public schools by sharing positive news. Director of Communications Mary Ann Placencia said the efforts also help the district attract and retain teachers. Recent pavings on a pair of annexed roads in Tupelo could be the beginning of a deliberate effort to improve roadways. Tupelo Public Works Director Chuck Williams recently supervised the completion of 6 paving projects that include Deer Park Road and Whaley Road. Those 2 streets both sit on land annexed by the city in 2012. Williams said more attention is coming to those annexed areas. Many of those areas have roads in degraded condition. Roads planned for attention next year include Wesley Cove and Fern Ridge Road. Some of the work has been delayed by the need to install water and sewer infrastructure. City Council members Buddy Palmer and Mike Bryan, who represent annexed areas, said they've heard complaints from residents about the condition of the roads, but they also understand the time constraints on the paving projects. Most of Mississippi's congressmen praised new guidelines released last week for tax reform. President Donald Trump's administration and key House and Senate committees released the guidelines. They sketch out a rough draft of legislation intended to overhaul federal tax code for individuals and corporations. U.S. Senator Roger Wicker said he strongly supports the bold plan to simplify the tax code. He said doing so would reduce billions of hours and dollars that Americans spend to file their taxes. Meanwhile, Senator Thad Cochran said he believes the framework can promote economic growth. Representative Trent Kelly said the proposal makes changes that would allow Mississippians to keep more of their hard-earned money. He said businesses would be able to grow and create jobs. Representatives Greg Harper and Stephen Palazzo also indicated support for their ideas contained in the document. Democratic Representative Benny Thompson has not released any comment on tax reform. And in sports, Saturday was not a good day for the Mississippi State and Ole Miss football teams. The Bulldogs lost to Auburn 49-10. It was the second straight road loss against top 15 competition. Auburn had 7 plays of at least 30 yards, and the Tigers netted 511 yards. They held the Bulldogs to 351 yards. MSU is off this week before hosting BYU. Meanwhile, Ole Miss lost 66-3 to top-ranked Alabama. The point total was the highest in the Nick Saban coaching era at Alabama. Crimson Tide quarterback Jalen Hurts passed for 2 touchdowns and rushed for 1 to lead Alabama to a 35-3 halftime lead. This week, the Rebels will travel back to the state of Alabama to face Auburn. Thanks for watching Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget this show is one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. I'm Derek Russell. Thanks for joining us.